The old one. Hi, Catherine. I'm Lisa Gomberg from Keller. How are you?
I'm good, Lisa. Thanks for coming.
I'm so glad. Thanks for asking me to come.
Please have a seat.
Thank you. I'd love to. So, Catherine, tell me what's going on. Tell me how I can help.
Okay, well, I've decided to sell my home. I've been here for 18 years, and I want to move up to Rhode Island, near the beach.
Okay, you have family there, or?
I do. I have one sister there.
Okay, so you plan on spending some time with family. That's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, what does your timeline look like?
Summer's coming, so I would like to be there for the summer, obviously. But I'm not at the point where I'm going to give my house away.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not here to allow you to let that happen. I'm here to make sure that you get the most amount of money for your home in the shortest amount of time.
That's what I want to hear.
Well, that's good. Okay. What I put together for you is an SPA. I just want to let you know that if you are seeing other agents, which I understand from our initial conversation, that you are going to be soliciting other brokers, which I think is an excellent idea.
Okay.
So as my preliminary meeting with you, I have put together some things for you based on what I have found online and what I feel might be a good baseline for you, but just so you understand that I would like an opportunity to come back again after I've done and completed all my research.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So here I have some of the, I'm just going to go over basically what I've done. This is my seller's packet. It talks a little bit about your house based on what I found at the online and down at the government center.
Okay.
So this will be great information for you to look over, and if any of that is not correct, we'll talk about that at a later
Are
date.
you going to leave this with me?
I'd be happy to leave this with you. I think it's
Okay.
important that you have the time to look it over. Okay, and there's a little bit about me here, so you understand who I am, what I can do for you, some testimonials, my marketing. So that'll give you an opportunity to take a look at that as well. And if you have any questions about that, we'll go into in-depth much more at my next meeting because I have a lot to share with you about my marketing, my strategies, and my timelines.
Okay.
Okay? And then, of course, what I also have put in here is what our goals are, what your goals are. I think it's important that we be able to have a good working relationship together and be able to communicate. And I will not always tell you what you want to hear. I will always tell you what you need to know.
Well, I want you to be honest with me.
Yes, and I think that's important to building good relationships. What I have done here for you is just giving you some overview of what I have sold in the past.
Okay.
So you understand that I sell full range of properties. So I give everybody the same attention, whether it's a $200,000 condo or if it's a $10 million home.
Okay.
I will give you 100%. So please take your time to look that over, as well as some marketing pyramids for you to look at. And just to skip over a little bit, so you have some idea of what I'm going to do more in depth for you, is I'm going to pull up some homes that I feel, based on what I've seen today as we walk around the property, and I have an opportunity to really have a nice conversation with you about what you're leaving, what is staying, what kind of upgrades you put into your home. I will have a much better idea, be able to zero in on exactly where we should be position the house as far as price. So baseline, I put together for you a baseline based on the areas, based on what I feel might sort of come into play, but erring on the side of caution, it is strictly a baseline. So now I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about what kind of upgrades you've done in your home. We can certainly do that as we walk around, whichever more comfortable for you. Or we can discuss that before we start taking a tour. What's best for you?
Well, I can tell you what I have done.
Okay.
Because I put a lot into the house since I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
I have painted all the bedrooms
Mm-hmm.
in a very neutral color.
Mm-hmm.
And I replaced the hot water heater because that broke about 12 years ago. So that's been replaced, been upgraded. And what else have we done? We took up the carpeting in 2 of the bedrooms that we have. So there are hardwood floors there now. And, oh, and we replaced the dishwasher.
Oh, okay. Okay, other
So
than
I'm
that,
sure
it's
those are-
pretty, other than that, would it be safe to assume that it's pretty much, everything is pretty much the same?
Yeah, but it's, there wasn't a lot to do. It was
Mhm.
already sort of updated when we bought it.
Mhm.
And,
Now, is there anything about the home itself that you think I should know that you haven't told me? Such as, is this house, is there a mortgage on your current home? Are you carrying a second loan? Is there
Well-
anything of any financial concerns that we need to discuss at this point?
concerns? No.
Right.
But I do have a home equity loan.
Right.
And I do have a small mortgage on the house.
Good, okay. So, is it safe to assume that when I do positioning of the price of your home based on where I feel the market value is, that would be satisfactory to you?
Well, like I said, I'm not going to give my house away.
Right.
And, I don't have to sell. So, depending on where you think the price comes in and, what the other agents say, I'll have to make my decision based on that.
Right, and I appreciate that. So, at this point, what I would like to do is I'd like to take a quick tour of the house, talk about your inclusions, your exclusions, certain things that you feel would be very important for me to know when I am, doing my research. And then I'd like to come back, sit down here, talk a little bit more about that, and see if there, and see where we're at.
Okay.
Okay. So, Catherine, I just want to tell you, I think your house is absolutely beautiful.
Thank
It
you.
looks like you
Thank you.
really took the time and the care to make it such a warm and inviting place to live. So I'm sure it's going to be a difficult thing for you to leave it. But again, I want to assure you that you will be in good hands with me, and I'm sure you will be very impressed with the kind of work and the results that I can get for you.
Okay.
So I know that I initially came here, you had said that you are interviewing other people, but at this point in time, I would like to see what your thoughts are and if you would like to do business today, or is there anything else that I can possibly get to you that you feel that you would need a little more time?
Well, I do have these appointments set up, so I should really honor them and just, do a comparison of the pricing and the marketing.
Well, is there anything here that we discussed that you think that I missed? Is there any points?
No, very, very professional, very thorough.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just want to remind you that I've done a lot of business in your area. I actually sold your neighbor's house, and I sold the house down the street twice. So if there's any doubt in your mind that I'm familiar with the location, the neighborhood, and the pricing, I just want to put your mind at ease.
Okay, great.
So I just think at this point in time, I would love to be able to do business with you. What is it that you think that I could possibly do today that'll make that happen?
Well, I mean, I told these other people I would meet with them, so I sort of feel obligated.
Well, what is it that you're trying to? What about meeting with those other people? Do you feel that you will accomplish? What is it that you feel the need to do that? Why?
Well, I don't know. I've just been told that you really should interview 3 people.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, I mean, I totally appreciate that, but I think we have a good working relationship. I think that we can definitely do business together. It seems like we'd be on a good team.
Mm-hmm.
So I really would love an opportunity to do business with you. And I think this would be a perfect market for us to start it and get it up and running.
You're right. The hell with those other people. Let's just sign us up right now.
Right. Oh, well, I'm so glad. Here's the pen. I have a Lisa Gomberg pen. My lucky pen.
Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you, Catherine.
Thank you.
Okay.